Hi first graders! So last week I asked you on Seesaw if you would rather eat french fries or mac and cheese. And after a lot of you responded, I was able to make a table with our data. So I used tallies to show how many friends liked french fries more and how many friends liked mac and cheese more. If you look, we have a lot of tallies right next to our french fries here. So let's count the tallies. We know that one group is worth how many? 5. So 5 and 5 is 10, and one more is 11. So I'm gonna write next to this 11. And I'll put a star because that's important. All right, next we have mac and cheese. How many friends liked mac and cheese more? 4 friends. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna mark 4 for 4 friends. What was our class favorite? French fries or mac and cheese? French fries. We had way more french fries than we did mac and cheese. Once we make our bar graph, we'll be able to see how many more friends chose french fries than mac and cheese. Another question I can ask you guys is, how many friends voted for their favorite food? So if we want to know how many friends in all, then we can put all of our tallies together. So let's do that. Let's count on from the bigger number until we get our answer. What's bigger, 11 or 4? 11. So count on from 11, adding 4 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. As you know, we have 14 kids in our class, but Ms. V also voted and I voted for french fries. So we have 15 people who voted in our classroom poll. I'm gonna flip my paper over, and on the back I created a bar graph. I haven't made my bars yet, but this is what it's going to look like. So we have our 2 choices. We have french fries and mac and cheese on the bottom. We're going to plot our data on our bar graph to show the favorites in our classroom. How many people liked french fries more and how many people liked mac and cheese the best. On the side here, this shows the number of votes for each food. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It goes all the way up to 14. All right, so I'm gonna teach you guys a trick for plotting on our bar graph. First, we gotta make sure we're accurately filling in our bar graph. So how many friends liked french fries the most? 11, right? So what we're gonna do is we are going to fill in 11 on our bar graph. One quick shortcut I like to do is I like to make my rectangle or my bar first and then I fill it in. So I know that I need to go all the way up to 11. I need to go right to that line where 11 is. So if we drag our finger across, there's 11. So what I'm gonna do is right above the french fries, I'm going to draw a line down. Sorry, it's a little hard because I'm holding my phone, but I'm gonna draw a line down and I'm gonna make it go a little across like that. And down again. Let's make sure that we have 11 little rectangles in our bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. We always want to double check our work. So now that I made my bar, I'll be able to fill it in. What color should I use? Ooh, for Teacher Appreciation Week, all the teachers got a little Amazon gift card to use, and I bought some pretty pens with my Amazon money. I wish you guys could see them in the classroom, but I'll be able to show you when we get back to school. So I'm gonna choose, let's see, I like this pinkish purpley color. So I'm gonna make that the French fry bar. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just going to try and stay in those lines to make it look nice and neat. And I'm not gonna go past that black line on the top because that would be confusing to the people that are gonna read our graph. And if you make one of these at home, it could look more neat if you used either a marker, a crayon, or a color pencil. It's a little tricky with this pen. All right. There we go. French fries has 11 votes. Because if you go up to the top and across, it stops at the number 11. All right, now we need to plot how many friends liked mac and cheese the most. So let's flip on over and double check how many friends liked mac and cheese the most. 4. So this will be really easy to plot. Okay, I'm gonna use my black pen again to mark where to stop. Okay, this is the number 4 right here, so we need to stop at this line. And I'm gonna make the outline of my bar. Okay, there we go. Not the best, not the neatest, but the best I could do. Let's double check to make sure we have 4 rectangles inside of our bar. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Okay, now let's choose what color to do our other bar. I want to do a color that looks vastly different from this pink because I don't want to confuse the French fries and the mac and cheese. So let's do maybe a darker color. I like this color. Let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna fill in this bar. There we go, my friends. I successfully plotted my data into a bar graph. Now we can use our bar graph to answer a few questions. So I want to know how many more people chose French fries than mac and cheese. That's a really tricky question. If you guys watched my video with my necklaces last week, I showed you a few different strategies to figure out the how many more question. So one of them is we can buddy up our bar graphs. So this one has a buddy, this rectangle has a buddy, this rectangle has a buddy, this rectangle has a buddy. This one does not have a buddy, so this is where we count the difference. This is where we count how many more the French fries have than the mac and cheese. So let's count until we get to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the French fries had 7 more votes than the mac and cheese. So 7 more people liked French fries than mac and cheese. Another way we can solve how many more, another way we can answer the question how many more friends like French fries than mac and cheese is by counting the difference between the two numbers. So where did the mac and cheese stop at? How many friends picked that? 4. And how many friends picked French fries? 11. So we're gonna count on from the smaller number until we get to the bigger number to find the difference. So what's smaller, 4 or 11? 4. So grab 4 and count on until you get to 11. Ready, set, go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'm holding up 7 fingers, so the difference between 4 and 11 is 7. We can tally up data like how many of each animal we see outside and we can represent it in a bar graph. Good mathematicians use bar graphs to represent their information in a different way. It's easier to see what has the most and what has the least. Bar graphs can either be vertical, like the ones we're used to on the right, or horizontal, like the one on the left. It doesn't matter which way the bars are going as long as the information is accurate. Well, that's all for today, everyone. Thanks so much for watching and listening.